Lamia sees Lycius, a bond so deep yet far. In pain she kisses him, her voice a shining star. Lamia beheld him coming near, more near, close to a pass in an indifference drear. His silent sandals swept the mossy green, so neighbor to him and yet so unseen. She stood, he passed, shut up in mysteries, his mind wrapped like his mantle, while her eyes followed his steps and her neck regal white turned a syllabling thus. Ah, Lycius bright, and will you leave me on the hills alone? Lycius looked back and be some pity shown. He did, not with cold wonder, fearingly, but Orpheus-like at an Eurydice. For so delicious were the words she sung, it seemed he had loved them a whole summer long. And soon his eyes had drunk her beauty up, leaving no drop in the bewildering cup. And still the cup was full, while he afraid lest she should vanish ere his lip had paid due adoration, thus began to adore her soft look growing coy as she saw his chain so sure. Leave thee alone, look back, ah goddess, see whether my eyes can ever turn from thee. For pity, do not this sad heart believe, even as thou vanishest, so I shall die. Shh, love draws near. Did you know that true love's calm can make the proudest mortal fall? With just one glance, one voice so clear. Stay, though a naiad of the river, stay. To thy far wishes will thy streams obey. Stay, though the greenest woods be thy domain. Alone they can drink up the morning rain. Though a descended Pleiad, will not one of thine harmonious sisters keep in tune thy spheres, and as thy silver proxy shine so sweetly to these ravished ears of mine, came thy sweet greeting, that if thou shouldst fade, thy memory will waste me to a shade. For pity, do not melt if I should stay. Said Lamia, here upon this floor of clay, and pain my steps upon these flowers too rough. What canst thou say or do of charm enough to dull the nice remembrance of my home? Thou canst not ask me with thee here to roam over these hills and vales where no joy is, empty of immortality and bliss. Wait, what were you saying? You were telling me something about Lycius and Lamia.
Exactly.
Exactly. Thou art a scholar, Lycius, and must know that finer spirits cannot breathe below. In human climes and live, alas, poor youth, what taste of purer air hast thou to soothe my essence? What serener palaces, where I may all my many senses please, and by mysterious sleights 100 thirst appease? It cannot be a Jew, so said she rose, tiptoe with white arms spread he, sick to lose the amorous promise of her lone complaint, swoon murmuring of love, and pale with pain. The cruel lady, without any show of sorrow for her tender favorite's woe, but rather if her eyes could brighter be, with brighter eyes and slow amenity, put her new lips to his and gave afresh the life she had so tangled in her mesh. And as he from one trance was wakening into another, she began to sing, happy in beauty, life and love and everything, a song of love too sweet for earthly lyres, while like held breath the stars drew in their panting fires. And then she whispered in such trembling tone, as those who safe together met alone for the first time through many anguished days, use other speech than looks, bidding him raise his drooping head and clear his soul of doubt, for that she was a woman, and without any more subtle fluid in her veins, and throbbing blood, and that the self-same pains inhabited her frail, strung heart as his. And next she wondered how his eyes could miss her face so long in Corinth, where, she said, she dwelt but half retired, and there had led days happy as the gold coin could invent, without the aid of love, yet in content, till she saw him as once she passed him by, where against a column he leant thoughtfully at Venus' temple porch, mid baskets heaped of amorous herbs and flowers newly reaped, late on that eve as 'twas the night before the Adonian feast, whereof she saw no more, but wept alone those days, for why should she adore? Draws near. Did you know that